This is next level. Seriously. I was first introduced to the granulating paints through the Holbein granulating set. This is the only one I could afford to have the 4-pack. They have 4 of these. Comes in 6 tubes, and I can only afford this one, and because there's 2 colors here that I just love. So this was my first exposure to granulating paints, and then Amazon had a sale. This was in my cart for 100 years, and it finally went on sale for like $15.45, I think. Yes, I bought it. Yes, I already started playing with it, and I'm just infatuated. I'm blown away. Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm a born and bred New Yorker, cancer survivor, mature Latina, and I discovered my love for watercolors and art in my early 60s. So yes, I started playing with this already. I have a short. This video is going to come out. The short is going to come out afterward. This is the original. I found out that there is a part dos. There is a 2. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to get it. No. Well, knowing myself pretty well, I'm sure I will. But until then, I'm playing with this, and I'm going to be doing several long videos with this. This one, the next one, I believe is going to be a landscape, and the other one is going to be with salt. I want to play around with this with salt. I know, right? That should be amazing. And another one, I'm going to, what the heck, why not? Because why not? I'm going to play with bubble wrap. So come with me as we explore the magical world of the GANSAI TAMBI Granulating Watercolor Set by Kurasaki. Now what I'm going to first do with the Kurasaki GANSAI TAMBI Granulating Colors 5 full pan set here is I'm going to swatch it first, and then I'm going to swatch it again with a different method. The colors are Aurora Red. Everything's Aurora in this set. Aurora Red, Aurora Pink, Aurora Orange, Aurora Blue, and Aurora Violet. So put some drops of water onto the pans, set that aside. While that is settling in, wow, look at this. You can already see this. Look at these colors. They're just so stunning. They're just gorgeous. Okay, I gotta stop admiring them. So what I'm also going to do is with the same pipette, I'm going to drop some water here. Let's see. Oh, what I should do is I'm just going to, let me just, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm trying to think as I'm going along here. All right. I'm going to put this here. So the first one is Aurora Red. Aurora Red is the first. Wow, look at that. Just, I want to see if, I think, look at that. I know granulation works when they have tons of water. Let me just look at the granulation here. Wow. This is Aurora Pink. Aurora Pink. Yeah, I can say it. Wow, look at that. I'm also going to put some there. And this is Aurora Orange. This is Aurora Blue. Look at the granulation. Let me see if I can pick up some of the water. That has a ton of water in it. Look at that. Look at the blue. See this gorgeous blue there? Wow. Look at the orange. Look at the orange peeking through there. Wow. The last one is Aurora Violet. Now, this happens to be my particular favorite. Oh, I forgot to put the dot there. Oops, I was admiring all the others. Let me put the Aurora Blue, the dot there. Wow, look at that. Let me just put the little. Okay, thinking of doing. Maybe it's too wet here. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Create like a large circle and see if I could see what happens when we blend it all together with a lot of water. Starting with, ooh, look at that. Aurora Red. This is Aurora Pink. This is the orange. I wonder why it's not going there. I wet that middle area. Look at that. See? Well, that's contaminating it a little bit. Aurora Blue. Wow, look at that. Wow. Last but certainly not least, Violet. Aurora Violet. Yeah, you could tell that it needs a lot of water to granulate. I'm gonna let this dry and we'll come back. All right, it's fully dry now and look at this awesomeness. Oh my goodness. Wow, just look at this. Look at this granulation. This is where you really see it. Here, interesting experiment, but I mean, you do see the granulation here. You see some of it there. Yeah, you do see it. Comes out. Look at this gorgeousness. Is that a word? Gorgeousness? It is now. This has the texture. This has a texture. This really doesn't have texture. All the granulations in the bottom there. And look at that. Look, this is an interesting experiment. I mean, you do see the breakdown here. Not so much here with the Aurora Pink. I think it's because it didn't have much room. See some granulation there. A lot of granulation here with the orange. There's orange there. Spilled out to here. This alone is this will make a beautiful card with a flower or something. I think I'll do that. Separate video. On to the next swatch. Now I just taped off this 5x5 by 8x5 pad. This is from a company called Dunzoom, and it's supposedly 100% cotton. I think it is 100% cotton. You get 6 pads, 6 of these pads for $35. I thought that was an amazing price for cotton as well. But you know, there's something strange in this cover. Doesn't say anything here about being 100% cotton. That is a huge deal. So it's not like give me, this is an example. Look at this Meeden. Now this Meeden package has it as 100% cotton because it's a big deal. So you want everyone to know. And all of the Meeden papers do say 100% cotton in big letters like this. So you can really see it. That's a big deal in watercolor. But I have been working on it and it takes water very well. So let me show you some of the past works I've done. Yeah, this is from the Holbein granulating set. This pink color has been, it's been an obsession to me, as you could see here. And it has been taking water very well. You see, this is saturated in water. The paper doesn't warp that much. There's a little warping, but when it dries, it's relatively straight, as you can see. So, oh yes, this is an attempt at a Ellen Cremy Trent tutorial on water lilies. I think mine came out okay, I think, but hers was phenomenal, of course. All her works are beautiful. And I was playing with Brusho, which requires a lot of water, and watercolors. More Brusho and watercolors. And so, yeah, it handles water very well. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to swatch this. But I'm not going to do a regular swatch. Like, I'm not going to use those little tiny blocks. It doesn't show the magic of this paint very well when it's tiny little blocks. So I show it. I want to really show it off in its magnificence. And I got this new Meeden brush too. Meeden has a sale on it too. This is the number 3 round quill. And I'm loving this brush. Oh, and of course I have to have the Meeden dual wells, one for wash, one for rinse. So I really like Meeden products. So you see this, I'm saturating this. I almost forgot to do that. Saturating it with water. I feel that granulation paints work best when it's wet on wet, that's what this is definitely. So let me just use this. Look at this color. Oh my goodness. This color's stunning. That's how I'm going to swatch these. Look how stunning. I'm in total awe, as you could tell. Look, this color is Aurora red. This is Aurora pink. Doesn't look that much pink to me, but hey, you know. But look at the granulation. Just look at the granulation. Oh my. Oh my goodness. This is just gorgeous. Wow. Oops, this is bleeding onto the other page. That's okay. And this is Aurora Orange. Wow. And it's mixing a little bit with that. Wow. This is Aurora Blue. Look at that. The last one is Aurora Violet. Aurora. Oh, look how stunning. Aurora Violet. Oh, too bad I have a little sliver left. Ah, but I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and play. That's all we're doing right now. So I think these are, to swatch it like this, you really get to see the granulation. Wow, look at that. But what I want to do is to go beyond the swatch. Let's see if I take this color and create like an abstract flower or an abstract rose or something. Let's see. Let's see, hold on, look at this. Still a little wet, but that's okay. Look at this. Just look at this. I know, right? It's like, okay, Cindy, stop the excitement. I'm like a little kid, I swear. I think this is a little too wet, but that's when you really get to see the granulation. Look at this. Look at that. Look at these colors. Aren't these colors just amazing? Look at that. Let's see. So this is pink. So I'll use a little pink for the other flower. I'll put one down here. Yeah, I'm just loving this Meeden brush, this quill. What else? That is orange. That's blue. Look at the colors. Look at this. Look at the multiple colors. I mean, I love the breakdown of these colors. I mean, I'm in awe. I know. I sound like a little kid. Oh, look at this. I'll use orange. Why not? It's wet. It's not going to show much. So what I'm going to do is go back, and I think I'll just, sure it's a little dry now. Drier, perhaps. I even like these harsh lines. I usually don't like harsh lines in flowers or abstracts or anything, but it works pretty well here. Wow, look at that. You know, I think what I'm going to do is to use this. Let's see, maybe I could use do a little small flower. I have to admit, the violet is my favorite. I must admit that. But look at this. Wow, I even love that. It's amazing. So I think the thing I have to do is wait until the paper dries a little bit. But look at, I even love this. I just have this idea. It may or may not work. I really don't know. But I have this broken up credit card. Let me see if I could, let me see something. Hold on. It's too dry. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Nope. Well, a little bit. Let's see. See, I'm playing around. I'm trying to create like dents in the paper so that the paint could just flow in, but it's not happening. It's not damp enough to create that texture. But it was worth a try. Let me see if I'll just go back to the red and see if I could create a bud. Look at that. Look at this. Um, I'm loving this. Wow. I mean, it's a little bit abstract, but hey, what's great about this pad too is it's perforated. You could gift it to someone. Look at this. Look at, wow. I'm in awe, as you could tell. Let me try the blue. I'll try the blue again. Yeah, it's still too, wow, still too damp. Let me see. Yeah, it's damp. That's damp a little. It's a little damp. That one was red, I think. I think it was red. Yeah. See, now it's getting better. I know. Hold on. I think almost made a mistake, but you know, I want to try something. Let me see if I could put pink there. Oh, look at that. Add little different colors. Wow. Let me just put that there. Wow. Let's see if I could. Wonder if that is. Now that kind of lost its definition. I have to go back and as a bud. But I love the colors. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let me see if I could use this again. You might still not be able. Well, look at that. Yeah, the lines are showing up a little bit. Interesting. Let me see if I could do it with this one. I'll use the violet I did on the first one. Yeah, this one. I have to admit, I do like I love the violet. The violet's my favorite. Wow. Granulation is just superb. Look how gorgeous this color is. Can't get over it. I know. Let me let me see if I can use the pink here. Let's just give it a try. I call it pink, but it doesn't look like pink to me at all. It's Meeden brush rocks. Let's see if I could work on this a little bit. That's better. I think that looks better. Let me try and use the blue. To be honest, the blue is my least favorite. Do a little flower here. Wow. Let me see if I could work on this a little bit. This looks like, they all look like flowers, but this is losing its definition. So I don't know if I should continue playing with it because I might ruin it, but why not? Let's see. Let me use the pink. Let's see what happens if I use the pink. It could go well, or it could go really bad. Let me see, that's a lot of water. Let's see if I could do a tiny little flower there, just a tiny little one. Let's see. My favorite violet color. Doesn't look like it's showing much. Doesn't really show that much. And that bud looks huge compared to that. Wow, compared to this too. But, I think I should go back and work on the bud because it's starting to look like a claw, which is what I really didn't want to happen. But things happen. Okay, let me see if I could remove the clips and remove the tape. As I remove the tape, I think there's a great example of the gradation. Something about a clean line. Before I didn't like clean lines in paintings. I thought it was too, well, I didn't like clean lines in paintings. Now I do. Now I like the way it looks. Look how it turned out. Hope the camera picks it up well. Look how it turned out. I'm in love with this. This is my favorite palette. Oh, it's just stunning. Look at that. I think I'll do a little bit more work. A little bit more work on this flower. Maybe a little bit more work on that. But everything else is okay. This will make a nice little painting to send to a friend. You could just rip this off but you see how it handles water well? It handles it very well. I mean, I saturated this page with water and it's holding up pretty well. So I'm happy. I can't complain about this pad from Dunzoom, which I never heard of that company, but I'll put the links below. And Amazon Prime coming up. I'm sure there's going to be a sale probably on that, on top of it. Look at this color. Doesn't it look, I mean, wow. This is gorgeous. This is amazing. See if I could, and I love this Meeden brush. This Meeden brush is my favorite. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit like and subscribe. Comment below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.